Hi everyone, I'm Grace, and if you don't know me, I have tried every lip product known to man, the stains, the liners, the glosses, and if you have a night out, if you're learning how to do makeup, this is a beginner-friendly guide to every lip product that I have, the brands that they're from, the reviews that I'd give them, and most importantly, how to use them, because that is the make or break for every makeup look. Makeup is one of the things that helps me feel most confident in the morning. My days are absolutely insane with everything that I'm doing at college, at campus, and a lot of times the 20 minutes that I take to do my morning routine is the only time that I feel relaxed and like I'm centering myself and getting ready for the day. These are completely unsponsored reviews, by the way, that I'm giving you all of the lore, the lip lore, if you will. We divide it up by brand, by the product type. You're gonna get everything. We're gonna start with one of my favorites, which is the NYX Professional Cosmetics lip line. I was looking for a stain, but also a serum. Something, because a lot of stains, they innately make your lips more matte, which, if you don't know, matte means that it's not shiny. Something that I learned is that serums work better for me, but it's hard to find a stain that's also a serum. And NYX has a whole product line of the Lip IV gloss serums that are hydrating, and they sell them at like Target, JCPenney, Sephora. I have not shopped at Sephora. I get all of my makeup products from JCPenney and Target. So this is the NYX product, one of my favorites. It is the Hydrating Gloss Serum, and it is in the shade, I believe this is the Cinnamon and Spice one. Yes, it is the Lip IV. I have brown eyes, so I was advised that if you ever want to do a lip stain or lipstick, bright colors work really well. As you can tell, I have the Revlon matte lipstick on right now in the shade Cherries in the Snow. But this is also really good because it matches your eyes. So if you have brown eyes, brown lipstick, you know, color theory, it matches very well. Is this one here. It is the one that I use in pretty much every YouTube video that you've seen, as well as all my TikToks and Instagram reels and posts. Everyone, I get so many compliments on this lip stain. People are like, what is that color? Where have you bought that? Send me the link now. And this is where it comes from. It's from NYX, and it's like 10 bucks at JCPenney, so it's very affordable. And I love it. I only have to buy it like once every 6 months because it's so long lasting. And the bottle does leak like a little bit, but just like put it in a Ziploc bag. That's what I do. Or I buy a lipstick in the exact same shade to take out with me for touch-ups. Pro tip. And I have the same NYX lip stain. I have 3 of them, okay? That's how much of a super fan I am of NYX Cosmetics, okay? And I have this one also in a slightly darker shade of brown because, you know, you can never have too many shades of a lip stain. You know what I mean? You need every single shade, apparently. One really important thing before we move on to the next brand, when you're determining what products you want to buy and what you want to use, is your undertones of your skin. So I have like some gold and some pinkish undertones. A celebrity whose makeup I really admire is Taylor Swift. And whenever she does a red carpet or her tour documentary, her makeup is always super flawless. And I noticed she always had red lipstick on and silver eyeshadow, especially her 2022 VMA Awards look when she announced Midnights back in, like, gosh, 4 years ago now. Oh my gosh, I feel so old. But that one had very silver and red tones to it, and I do not look good in red lipstick. It does not suit me, and I prefer pink and gold for eyeshadow or like lip liner, eyeliner, that kind of thing. I don't look good with really like harsh, cool tones, and that's something really important to determine when you're deciding makeup and what you want to do. And if you want to buy like a really bright red lip, I look really good with a bright pink lip like I have on now. It just suits my skin tone better. And that also helps you determine blush color and everything. And if you want me to do a video on my blush products and kind of like a recap of all my makeup products, because the last one I did was like a year ago, then leave a comment down below and give this video a like, and I will make another one. The next brand, one of my absolute favorites again, we're going in order this time, is Milani Cosmetics. I have a boyfriend now, and it's Milani Cosmetics, okay? I have been using their products for a long time without realizing that it was Milani, because literally for a long time I didn't look at what the brand name was. And it wasn't until I basically started college that I took makeup more seriously, and I was looking at the brands and also the chemistry, because at the end of the day, makeup is chemistry, lip products are chemistry, and learning what works for your skin, what absorbs, what's going to react with your other makeup, that's all chemistry. And I really enjoyed learning about that. And Milani Cosmetics uses really, really good ingredients, very high quality makeup for a very affordable price. And I haven't used any of their eyeshadows, so these are just lip products. First thing that I have of Milani Cosmetics is the Milani Fruit Fetouche, if you know what I mean, so I don't get demonetized on YouTube, but is the Milani Fruit Fetouche Candy Apple Lip Oil. So these are some lip oils, and this one is like a really pretty watermelon shade. And it has a very nice gold cap to it. There's a very cohesive color theme with all of the Milani products that I really like. You can put them on your shelf, and they look very nice in Instagram posts, and I know because I've done that a lot. And they always love seeing those on my Instagram. This is the candy apple one. I am not a big fan of like flavored or scented lip products usually. Sometimes they accidentally get on my tongue and then I have an allergic reaction, but this one does not bother me. And it actually, if I do accidentally get some and I taste it, it doesn't taste weird like chemicals. It tastes like a real candy apple, and it makes it feel very flirty and fun, and it reminds me of like the lipstick you would wear on a vacation. So the next Milani product is a more neutral shade. So I try not to have too many bold colors. I try to balance them out with some neutrals and lighter shades, because if you're wearing a really bold outfit, you might want to do a more understated lip combo. This is Milani again in the shade Pink Frost. And this is absolutely gorgeous. I love how this one looks, and it's very complimentary towards my blush color as well. Yet another Milani product. This is the Keep It Full Glossy Plumping Balm in the shade Ribbon. This product has some of the prettiest packaging I've ever seen from Milani. It is like textured almost, and I've had this for a solid 4 years and it still rocks my world every time. This one is more thin layered, creamy. It's buildable with other products, so you can use on top of it. I love that. And this is in the shade Voyeur. And it's more, I know the casing is hot pink, but it has almost a magenta undertone to it, so that's really cool. This Milani product is just a balm. It's not colored or tinted or anything. It is the Milani Fruit Fetouche Strawberry Lemonade Lip Balm. So it might be like a very, very light pink. I haven't noticed any color tint to it. So this one is really good, even if you're just going to bed and you just want something like, you know, a little spicy, then this one for sure. One of the last Milani products, if not the last one, is the Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper. So that was the Nourishing Lip Plumper Balm, and this is just a plumper, but it is a white glitter shade with slightly purple undertones. I don't know if you can see that in the reflection, but it is in the shade Moonlight. I think this is the exact shade of Moonlight. I am up at night frequently doing editing work and things of that nature, biology homework, and I have seen the moonlight far too many times that I haven't seen the sunlight, and that's unfortunate. But that's the life of a college student. And the moonlight color is perfect if you want something layered on top of your lipstick. I'm always in favor of liner, matte lipstick, and then a plumping gloss. You cannot go wrong with that combo. And if you get the colors right with this purple undertone, it can be magical. And the very last Milani product here is actually a lip liner. So I have a few different lip liners from a few different brands, depending on what I'm looking for. And this is the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade Hot Pink. as in Haute, like haute couture. And I love this. This is more if I'm looking for an understated look. You know, I usually use a brown liner, which I'll show you in a minute. But I usually use a brown liner to get really the shading for the underlip. I do not really line my upper lip most often. I usually just do the bottom one. But if I really want to round it out or my lipstick just isn't hitting that day, then I go in with this. And now we move on to a great brand, Revlon. I've had their products since I was younger, and they're very good if you're more in middle school or high school and your parents are maybe a little bit stricter about makeup or you have a dress code at school. Then Revlon is usually something lighter that, you know, isn't as extreme or bold. This is what I use at night, and it is the Revlon Glimmer Lip Treat Balm and Mask in the shade Marshmallow Dreams, which I assume just means like maybe it's a little bit scented or it has a little bit of a tint to it. I haven't noticed anything. And it's not super sticky. I think a big problem with like lip balms or oils or tints is that it can be super sticky and it can be hard, like with your hair or if you're eating something, but I haven't noticed any issue with this. And I use it at night, so obviously I'm like tossing and turning and like my hair and my pillow, but love this. Never an issue. Very conflict-free relationship that I have with this. I have two products in the same shade. One is the 908 New Cream Lipstick in the shade Electric Melon. Love that. That one is super used. And this is what it looks like. Very bright, very bold. Revlon does not do basic, okay? Another one from the same line, which is the cream. It is the one I have on now, actually. It is the shade Cherries in the Snow that I told you guys about earlier. And it is a darker shade, at least in person. In the lighting, everything looks brighter. You know, the world is brighter when you have a ring light. What can I say? One last Revlon product, last one, is this one I got more recently. I was doing a night out. I was going to go out dancing and I wanted something super sparkly under the lights. And this is the Revlon Super Lustrous Glimmer Gloss. And I was looking for something pigmented, okay? I wanted pigmented. And this is more of a medium on pigment. So if you're not like, I want to blind people with the sparkles, this is a good bet. It's somewhere in the middle, very balanced, very pink as you can tell. And this is in the shade 008 Rose Glow. I've moved you guys a little closer so you can see like my makeup better. It's a little worn off. Okay, I've had my makeup on all day, so don't judge me for that. So this is what it looks like. It has a very good application brush, and you're gonna see an immediate difference, okay? This is my regular lipstick. I don't have any liner on at the moment. Look at that. We can blind people with that. I'm like looking at this in the viewfinder. I'm like, it looks like a cat threw up glitter on me. Is it gonna tell me the shade? It is the shade Halo's Way. Love that. And it is from the brand Wet n Wild, but they're Chameleon subgroup. The Wet n Wild lip oil, the Hello Kitty 50th anniversary one. This one is scented. It is the perfect one, and it is strawberry with a little bit of raspberry undertone, I noticed. Love that. And I love the bottle. It kind of looks like a perfume, you know? So I put this one on my nightstand, actually, because it's just very aesthetically pleasing as a makeup product. The next one is, yet again, Wet n Wild. This is the Color Icon Lip Gloss in the shade Aries, which is unfortunate because my astrological sign is actually Pisces, so we shouldn't be a match, and yet we are. And this one has a very cute design. It almost looks like a little New Year's glitter motif on the top. And the shade is like a really pretty mauve, red, light red, orangey shade. And it works great if you are wearing something more springtime, more like floral print. I find that this works really well with that look. Next on the docket is a simple pigmented gloss. Perfect, understated. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Slicks Lip Gloss in the shade Past Curfew. I swear they make these so freaking tiny. I don't know how I could even read that, but I read it, and here we are. And now you can buy it, and it has a little sparkle to it. As you can tell, this one is more maroon, almost, sort of like a purple orangey maroon shade, and it has a lot of different capabilities. It could be a lipstick, it could be a gloss. A lot of these are very multifunctional, okay? They're not just the secretary, they're also the CEO of your lipstick combo. Next one is the only e.l.f. product that I have. I was going through my shelf before this video looking at all of my lip products, and I do not have any e.l.f. products besides this one, and it is the e.l.f. Lip Lacquer in the shade Clear, because it's clear and there's no shade. Next one is my only L'Oreal Paris product. I put the two loners together so they could make friends. And this is, there's not a shade on it. Hold on. Alright, we're mic'd up again. So, this is more of a neutral pink shade. Okay, that doesn't look very neutral, but okay, the lighting is not helping with that, but it is more neutral, and it is a lot, there's like a lot left, okay? So, we love the product. I'm just going for a bit bolder look, now that it's becoming springtime more often, and I don't opt for a neutral look as much in spring, or at all, as you may have noticed if you follow me on Instagram. I don't tend to do neutral makeup, but this is wonderful. And the shell, casing, I don't know why I'm saying that like they're bullets, but we have some other ones. The last of the last, the LA Colors Lip Liner Pencil. This is my everyday go-to co-pilot, second in command, okay, of the makeup look, in the shade Eggplant Lip Liner Pencil. I'm going to show you how this looks. Just added some definition and shadow, and now I have some sparkles left on the pencil. You will have to get a cosmetic sharpener to use this. It is a pencil, it's not a twist up. Only CoverGirl product. It is the Outlast Lip Stain in the shade Admire. And I love this. I mostly use it at night to give my lips a little refresh, or I use it as a base, almost like a lip primer. I find this very multi-purpose. The last one, this one I have used as an eyeliner, lip liner, like lipstick. Sometimes I fill in my lips with a lip liner and then just do a gloss because it's so much more long lasting. This is the limited edition Pixie by Petra eye pencil in the shade Very Berry. It is the Endless Silky Eye Pen, and this one is also going to need a cosmetic sharpener. It's not a twist up, which was confusing at first, but we figured it out. We're here. And I love this. It adds a lot of sort of shadow to your lip and a lot of definition, and very portable, okay? I take a lot of these to school with me, so I can touch it up after lunch or before a meeting, and those are like the trio of the lip liner primer family. And those are the lip products. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot about lipstick and lip glosses and serums. I love talking about makeup. I love doing tutorials. And I hope you guys learned what works for you with your skin tone. And it's so individual. But that's what makes makeup so much fun to learn and experiment. And if you liked this video, please subscribe down below. And you can give it a like. Well, maybe a comment if you're feeling friendly. And make sure to follow me on social media at grace.daily so you can see what I'm up to every day and what I'm planning for you guys next. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!